Hello everyone, this video will be about my book, The Insanity of Life by Davis-Bedrick on Amazon. It is mostly about how my ex-husband went insane. He developed schizophrenia. So this book is mostly about him. Here's the first chapter from the book. I have had a hard life. When I was 6, my dad attempted to rape me. I told my mom that day. He went to jail for 6 months and never tried anything with me ever again. My mom always told me sexual abuse is more about power than sex. Men who sexually abuse children have an inferiority complex. They feel more powerful when they can have power over children in some way. For some reason, it gives them an ego boost. I went to counseling for years to recover from what my dad did. And the second hardest story of my life is my ex-husband developed schizophrenia, which I felt was really just demons talking to him a lot. We were married for 7 years. Our first 6 years of marriage were wonderful, and then it was like a switch flipped. Our entire last year of marriage, he kept accusing me of cheating on him. I never cheated on him, and I never would have, but he was paranoid that I would. His ex-wife before me cheated on him a lot, so he assumed that I would too. But you know what they say, assuming makes an ass out of you and me. He was absolutely convinced in his mind that I was sleeping with someone else besides him. His paranoia got worse and worse, to the point where he thought his phone was getting hacked and that people were following him in cars everywhere he went. Hence why I titled this book, The Insanity of Life. The last day we were together, I was making his bed one morning. We slept separately, and I noticed a pocket knife in his bed. I texted him asking, "Why is there a pocket knife in your bed?" He said, "I had that there in case you or someone you knew attacked me in my sleep." And that really freaked me out because I was like, what if our 3-year-old came in his room at night and then, and then he stabbed her. I would never ever have done something like that. I then realized how crazy he still was and told him to stay at his aunt's or his mom's for a while. He has been living with his mom ever since. This happened 5 years ago. He kept thinking that I was going to poison him. I made him a smoothie once and he told me to drink some first. The reason for this was that a prophet, someone who thought he was a prophet, in his charismatic circle of friends told him, "God told me to tell you that your wife is going to poison you," which I never would have. Another prophet told him, "God told me to tell you that your wife is going to accuse you of molesting your daughters." I don't think I would have. These two men, I think, were always jealous of the relationship I had with Ben. Clearly, they were trying to break the two of us up, and it worked, sadly. Those two thoughts, I think, are primarily what made him go insane. He also started having auditory delusions, meaning he heard me say things that I never said. I don't know if a demon was imitating my voice or what. Maybe he had bad dreams, where I said things in the dream, and then he thought that it had actually happened. I'm sure that a lot of times that can happen, where you think something actually happened, but it was just a dream. He started having a really hard time sleeping. He was struggling at work more and more. I think one cause was that he was sleep deprived. You gotta watch out for that. Make sure you sleep at least 8 hours every night. He kept changing jobs, but nothing seemed to be working out. Then he accused me even more of cheating. A few people told me he could have kept accusing me because he himself was cheating. I have no idea if he was. I think he just felt insecure and like he didn't deserve me anymore since he wasn't able to make a job work. I think that insecurity is why he sabotaged our relationship. It is so sad. I think it was also that we had bought a new house and I think he felt like he didn't deserve it or something for some reason. It is so sad because he went crazy. Because before he went crazy, we literally had the perfect marriage, I thought. The perfect family, the perfect house. We had everything. I was recently thinking of getting back with him, but how do I know if he will stay sane this time? I don't. This was like 3 years ago. Every relationship you might enter is a gamble, and you never know what might happen. And I have always said your ex is your ex for a reason. Another guy I dated a year ago went crazy and decided to shoot up a building where he had worked. He shot 7 windows in the business with a gun his dad had given him a few years before. On a side note, don't give your young son a gun. He was mad that his previous boss there didn't pay him. When he shot the building up, it was around midnight, but the boss was still in the building. He got a charge of attempted murder and had to serve 5 months in jail. I'm surprised it wasn't longer. Another guy I was with caused me a lot of disappointment. He kept saying to me, "What are you good for?" Like if I didn't clean his house that day or something. He didn't like it if I didn't do his laundry on time. He wanted me to cook for him more. He was mad I didn't help him take care of his son more. But I had to work. Sometimes I feel like the woman at the well that Jesus talked to. He told her that she had had 5 husbands and the man she was living with was not her husband. He could tell that she was searching hard for love but could not find it. He told her that the water he had for her to drink would make her never thirst again. I can relate. Every relationship I have ever had was somewhat fulfilling, but mostly just frustrating. Anyways, you guys should all go buy this book. I guess mostly I talked about all the crazy people that I've known in my life, which has been most of the people that I have known. Most of the people that I have known went crazy at some point. So, I don't know why God lets that happen. I think so that we'll run back to Him. God lets people around us go crazy so that we will run back to God. And so that we'll realize that people are not God, and that God is way better than people. Most people. Every person, really, obviously. Ultimately, God is a better friend, a better protector, and a better provider. And ultimately, God is our provider. So, look to God, not people, and watch out for being around crazy people, because crazy people will make you feel a little bit crazy eventually. It's good to protect yourself. Anyways, God loves y'all. God bless. Bye.